Hi, I am William LaRousse, one of the coaches at Dress for Wellness. Today, I want to talk about something that affects millions of people, often silently, and sits at the root of weight struggles, fatigue, diabetes, hormonal imbalance, and many chronic conditions. It is called insulin resistance. And once you understand it, many health frustrations suddenly begin to make sense. Insulin resistance is not just about sugar. It is about how your body handles energy. Think of insulin as a key and your body cells as doors. Every time you eat, especially food that turn into sugar, your blood sugar rises. Your body responds by releasing insulin. Insulin's job is simple: to open the door of your cells so sugar can enter and be used for energy. When this system works well, you feel energized, balanced, and clear-headed. Insulin resistance begins when those doors stop responding to the key. The key is still there, but the locks have become rusty. Sugar stays in the blood instead of entering cells. Your body responds by releasing even more insulin, trying harder to force the doors open. Over time, insulin levels remain high, blood sugar stays elevated, and excess glucose in the blood is converted by the liver into fat and stored in fat tissues instead of being used for energy. As this pattern continues, the effect goes beyond just sugar and fat storage. Constantly, high insulin and elevated blood sugar begins to strain the blood vessels, making them less flexible and more narrow, which can lead to rising blood pressure. At the same time, the pancreas is forced to keep producing more insulin to control the growing amount of sugar in the blood. Over time, this system becomes overwhelmed and blood sugar begins to stay high for longer periods, eventually leading to type 2 diabetes. The excess fat produced, especially around the liver and the abdomen, further disrupts normal metabolism, increases inflammation, and interfere with how the body regulates cholesterol and circulation. In this way, insulin resistance does not remain a single problem. It becomes a central driver for many cardiometabolic diseases. Insulin resistance does not happen overnight. It develops slowly and quietly over time. At its core, it is driven by repeated blood sugar spikes, chronic inflammation, ongoing stress, poor sleep, and lack of movement. Remember the silent fire of inflammation we talked about earlier. Chronic inflammation damages the insulin receptors on your cells. When inflammation is high, the locks on the doors become stiff and unresponsive. No matter how much insulin the body releases, the message is not received properly. This is why inflammation and insulin resistance often grows together. Stress makes this even worse. Chronic stress raises cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol tells your body that danger is present and that energy should be stored, not used. Blood sugar rises, fat storage increases, especially around the belly. Insulin becomes less effective. This is why people under long-term stress can gain weight or develop blood sugar problems, even when they are eating what seems like a healthy diet. The gut also plays a powerful role. A disturbed microbiome releases inflammatory signals into the bloodstream. These signals interfere with insulin communication. Hunger signals become distorted, craving increases, and blood sugar swings become stronger. Insulin resistance often develops quietly, but the body gives clues. It may show up as constant hunger, strong sugar cravings, fatigue after meals, difficulty losing weight, especially around the belly, brain fog, or feeling sleepy during the day. These are not random experiences. They are signals that the body is struggling to manage energy properly. The good news is that insulin resistance can be improved and often reversed when the body is given the right conditions. Just like rusty locks can be cleaned and restored, insulin sensitivity can return. The first step is calming inflammation. When the internal fire goes down, insulin receptors begins to respond again. Anti-inflammatory foods, proper sleep, hydration, and stress reduction are not optional. They are foundational. The second step is stabilizing blood sugar. This means building meals around fiber, protein, and healthy fats to keep blood sugar steady throughout the day. The foods we choose play a powerful role in restoring insulin sensitivity. Focus on whole foods and processed foods that keep blood sugar stable. Vegetable healthy protein like eggs, fish, and legumes, and good fats such as avocados, nuts, and seeds. These foods help slow down sugar absorption and reduce insulin spikes. On the other hand, high processed foods, refined carbohydrates, and sugary drinks push blood sugar up quickly and keep the alarm system active. Choosing foods that nourish rather than spike the system is one of the most effective ways to support your body. Physical exercise is also powerful. Stress management is just as important as food. A calm nervous system improves insulin sensitivity. When the body feels safe, it stops storing excess energy and begins to use it again. The body shifts from storage mode back to usage mode. At Dress for Wellness, we understand that insulin resistance is not just a single problem with a single solution. It is a system issue. That is why we don't focus on one area alone. We create an environment where the body can listen, respond, and heal. If this episode helps you understand your body better, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you are ready to improve insulin sensitivity, restore your energy, and work with your body instead of fighting it, connect with us at Dress for Wellness. Together, we can help you restore balance, health, and vitality, one powerful choice at a time. Ciao.